All right, everybody. Opening morning, Georgia, Treatment County. Me and my cousin Scotty Byers, we've hunted together for 40 years. It's just always special. I heard him pull the trigger this morning and called him. I'm pulling up right now. He's got a big one. We're gonna take a look at him, get loaded, get some more pictures of him here shortly. But I'm going to try to video a little bit while we go up to the deer. Scotty's reaction. Okay, we've got Scotty's deer. Scotty has not seen him yet, but I can go ahead and tell y'all this is a stud. I couldn't be prouder. Very tall, beautiful 8-point. We call him Krabby. We've had him for a couple of years. He really put on some growth this year. Wow. What a deer. What a buck. We got Scotty coming down. Come on that side of him, Scotty. You can come around over there. Can you reach down and pick up his head, Scotty, or can you get close enough?
That's 8.
Huh?
That's 8.
That's a fine one.
You got pictures of him?
Yeah, that's Krabby. Look at the mass.
Look at the...
I mean, mass, great brow tines, good length on all his tines. Dude, that deer has put on 15 inches since last year. Pull his head up a little bit. Okay. Alright, so that looks really good. I'm going to end the video. Tell us about your hunt before we do, Scotty.
I seen a few does come out earlier this morning, total of 4 altogether. They came down and the wind started to shift and they were looking around, and then a spike come out and started running one of the smaller does and went back. They all ran back in the woods and then came back out, and the spike stayed around for 20 minutes eating. And about the time he went in the woods, this dude stepped out half the distance from between me and where the spike was at. And he was steady walking, going across the road, and I got him.
Well, buddy, he is mighty pretty.
Thank you.
Got his neck is swollen. He's dark on his tarsals too. Video right there. That sun's kind of bright, but you can see he's been working. I think you shot him in the neck, didn't you, bud?
Mm-hmm.
That's one way to drop him.
Shot him yesterday in the neck too.
He's got, you see where he's been fighting right here?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a little, yeah, it looks like a golf ball in his head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm adding some other horn. We'd like to see what else has been playing with him. Well, I'd kind of like to see that one breathe a little bit, but the only thing I like better than that is seeing him on the ground. He is fine though. Love those crab claws. Tell us a little bit about your history hunting down here in Treatment County, Scotty.
Well, we've been hunting down here on and off since I was a kid. Hugh and I hunt together. Had a lot of
I was thinking about it. About 40 years ago we started hunting.
Yep.
And they hadn't been very many opening days that we've missed.
Yep.
Hunting together.
Very few.
Yep. And we've had a few opportunities to kill some bucks on opening day, but this is probably definitely the best one that Scotty's killed on opening day. He has got a really big 12-point that he killed probably 10 or 12 years ago, Scotty.
Yeah, about that long.
And a lot of other really good deer, but I'm going to say this is his either top or second best deer right here.
Yeah, I'd say it's right there.
Definitely,
with the other one.
If he ain't going to mount it, I am.
Well, he's definitely going to go on the wall.
Man,
sure.
I mean, those brow tines are so impressive. Now, he looks like he got a little size to him, so we're going to get him loaded up, Scotty, get him to the house, take some more good pictures. There we go. All right, go ahead, Scotty.
Thanks to Hugh, we're loaded up, headed to the house.
All right, here we go. Fine deer.
Let's jump back from Georgia to Oklahoma and catch up with Zach Brown. This is a little bonus hunt.
Well, everybody, here he is. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you. Worked out perfect. A friend of mine set me up on this rub right here, and just right up past here's a scrape. He just came and scouted yesterday. We came yesterday evening, set the climbing stand up, and they come up here and stopped, and that's when I started videoing. And then I heard grunting some more, and then they took off running, and here he come running in. There he is. Just wanted to give you a good look here. Nice little 8-point, decent rack. Nothing big, but I'm glad to get him.
Yeah, this is what we call the gas line, and this buck who's coming out of the branch here, he'd come out right after a small doe, and never did stop. Just come right on through, and he got over about 60 yards from the stand, and I shot him, and but he went down the first shot. I made a good shot on him, but. Pretty nice little deer. Got a lot of horns broke off. Ain't too pretty as far as a rack, but he's a big deer. Just proud to get him.
Like you took a bunch of good pictures.
All right, Kurt got him a good 8-point this morning. Real big body on the deer. We about to weigh him. See, we got a lot of sun. We're gonna get in the shade right here. Yeah, I can see that a lot better. See, he's been fighting, broken up. He's got some little kickers right here off his GTs. Okay, let's get him weighed. $178, is that right? Bruiser.
We're grabbing our guns right now and gonna walk into the stand. Well, we're all set. just shot a big doe.
Heading to Georgia, boys. Todd gets there a little before me, and I'm still on the road, and he sends me this picture of a hitless buck named Zeus.
Todd, if you will, just take his head and lean it to us a little bit. This is a very nice 9 point.
That sure is.
And Todd Wilson from Colorado. So Todd, tell us a little bit about your deer.
Well, I've only been here. We just came from South Carolina, me and my wife and daughter, and we just got here probably, what time was it, you think?
I would say 3 o'clock maybe.
Yeah,
2:30, 3.
And Huey showed me around. This is his place, and he's got some good stands and a lot of deer out here, and you know, it's all wild and stuff. But anyway, we were here probably for an hour. He was showing me around the new box stands and everything, and I told him where I wanted to go, down here to the barn stand. We call it the barn stand. And I went down there, it was probably, what, 4:30 or something? Yeah, it was about 4:30.
I would say.
And sat there in the stand, just sitting there, and he cut a new lane, and I was sitting there for probably maybe 50 minutes. And I was watching in front of me in the new lane that he cut, and I glanced over, and he was standing in the middle of the other lane, probably, it was 31 yards. I walked it off. 31 yards. And I had to swing my gun around, and really quiet. He kept looking around, you know, looking over at the box stand, and I finally got it out the window and shot him, and shoot, he probably ran into that brush maybe 15 yards and fell over dead. But anyway, dang, he's a nice buck. I was excited.
Well, I can tell you we've had some camera history with this deer since August, and we knew he was one of the better deer over here on this place, and we do have a couple more that we feel like are good shooters, but this deer was probably the most active with the rut so far. We had a lot of daylight pictures of this buck in the last week at different stands, and he had really been working, so we felt like we'd get him killed this week. And I was glad to see Todd after a long travel down from Colorado and then South Carolina and then here, be able to get it done early in the week. So he's put the pressure on everybody else. So gosh, congratulations to you, Todd.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, Hugh.
That's a great buck. We're going to go get him weighed. And
Good morning, everybody. November 3rd here in Georgia. I just got in last night. Todd got in yesterday evening. He done killed one of the big hit lister bucks we had named Zeus. First evening on the stand. And so it's already started off great, but everybody's headed to their stands and we're getting ready. We're actually walking here from the house to where we're going to hunt. So let's see what happens today. Ramsack Nation is in Georgia and the rut's on. This is what it's about, boys. Getting a new stand ready. Good morning, it's the second day to hunt. About to jump on the golf cart here, getting everything loaded up. Fixing to take off, y'all come go with us. Oh, there's another doe. That's 5. What? Yes. Oh, look, and they're looking back. Yeah, they're fixing to. Look, you see all that? She put her ear in. Get ready. I don't know what's coming, but it could be. Look, there he is. Oh, it's that little one. Look at him. There might be another one. One of those does is hot. Yeah, there's a little egg, I think. Oh no, it's a doe. It's a doe. It must be one of those. Just seen a big body. There goes another one. She was going. Look at her. I need a good ring. Watch on. I'm gonna turn it off and then. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Here he is. Oh, it's that little one again. Look at him. Look at him go. And there was a bug going across there. And the sun was right. Well, here's the final. We got this stand set up now. Got a good shooting lane there. Thinned out just enough in this branch to get where we can see good. Then we have a long shooting lane down the side of the field there. So
Zach is the husband of Bethany Walker Brown, and they live in Oklahoma. And they came out with the rest of the family, and I'm just going to kind of move this camera around a little bit and I think we're getting better footage. Zach, turn him this way just a hair with his head. There you go. So if you'll see, we've had this buck. This was an 11 point, really good deer, and we have camera footage from when he was a full rack, when he broke the first time, and then when he broke a lot of that right side off. So we'll be putting those pictures beside this and Walker Hunt Tradition. Zach, tell us a little bit about this morning's hunt and kind of how the hunt has gone through the week for you.
All right, well, this morning was a little bit warmer morning. It's been a little bit cooler the past couple of days, but this morning was warmer, and I sat on the the gas line stand is what we call it, and it felt like a good morning. I just didn't know how it was going to go, but pretty early a little 6 point came out, and I got some footage of him, and he got some footage of a little 6 point, and then he left, and a little while later a doe come pretty much running across that lane, and so I got ready, and about 6 or 7 minutes later he came out and he was trailing that doe, so I got on him real fast and shot, and he didn't drop, so I didn't know for sure if I'd hit him or not. So we waited about 30 minutes, and Hugh brought Mac over, the dog, and within a couple of minutes he had found him, and I'm proud of him. I'm happy. He's a nice deer. It's my biggest deer so far, so made a good shot. I was second guessing myself, but it wound up being a real good shot, and I'm glad to have him.
Yeah, it's Zach, it's really good to have a dog that's got a cold nose and, you know, can wind a deer, because this deer, for whatever reason, it was a great shot, but he didn't bleed a whole lot. And but we were fortunate Mac picked him up and went straight to him, and we got him loaded, and glad to have him here. And I tell you, this is what makes these hunts so special. You know, when you got family, and you know, you come and you don't really know what's going to happen, and you go home and you got horns like this in your vehicle. Makes you feel really good. So we congratulate Zach, and y'all stay tuned. We hope we're going to have a few more videos this week.
We just pulled up to Nature's Woods in Dublin. Got a couple of mounts from last year, one from Mom's deer, one from Todd's 9 point. We're gonna go in here and see if I ran.
I'll finish that one up tonight and put it on a panel tomorrow morning.
Todd, that's yours right there. Oh,
Buck and a steak.
Which one's Todd's? Right there?
Yes, sir.
Do what?
Oh,
I'll send a check. Check good.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. I'm good.
look at that thing, dude.
Good.
All right, this is Todd's deer that's mounted in the back, done by Nature's Woods here in Dublin. And then this is the 9 points that he just killed Monday. What you think, Hugh? Think they're brothers?
There's no doubt.
I would think so
These
too.
are ideal.
Both beautiful deer.
It's making me wonder now if we didn't have two different deer. We're going to check that out.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, and then the mass on this one is just
Well, that was a 3.5-year-old deer. And this is
4.5-year-old deer. Yep. Beautiful.
if not 5.
Yep. And they can't.
All right. What better snack to eat on the stand and some good homegrown pecans. Here we go right here. Okay, we just, Todd just seen a little doe at the pasture stand, so we're going back to see if we can sneak in and get a lane on it. So here we go. I don't know what I'm doing out here. It's raining. It's supposed to rain the rest of the evening. But I guess I'm just too hard-headed, I guess. I don't know. We have brought it down to the wire. We are leaving in the morning, probably about 4 or 5 o'clock. And I almost left today, but just decided to hang in here and hunt one more evening, see what happens. Pouring rain, you can probably hear it from the top of the shooting house right now, but here we go. That's all I know to say. You'll probably never see this unless I kill something anyway. But Ramsack Nation, this has been 7 days of just, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Just pretty grueling, just long sits, not a lot of action. The deer are here, the bucks are here. They're just not showing up. But hey, the good thing about today is it's November the 10th. And I've always had good luck hunting or you know, other buddies hunting and killing big deer on November the 10th. So we're gonna sit here and see what happens. Come along for the ride, is all I know to tell you. So we're losing camera light, and about that time a buck steps out. Sling blades down, boys. The last 5 minutes of the last evening of the hunt. Well, all right, guys, I had to go get some lights here, but this is actually not sling blade. Man, I just shot a young buck. I'd have never shot this buck had it been good enough light, but I looked at him through my binoculars and I thought it was this sling blade deer that is a 2 on one side and a 4 on the other, and he's a coil buck that we've been wanting to take out of here. And so, but man, it was like the last 5 minutes of shooting light. So here we go. There he is. All right, everybody, here's a little buck that I actually just mistakenly shot. A beautiful little buck, had a lot of potential, but thought it was a coil buck. I seen this side and I thought I only seen 2 over there. But last few minutes of the last hunt, last evening, and here we go, little meat. I'm gonna load him up in the truck and get him out of here. We'll get some better pictures at the house. What a great year in Georgia. Thankful to have another good hunt with family and friends. Thank you to Hugh and Casey for opening up their home to us. We always have such a blast. Thank you for watching Walker Hunting Traditions by Ramsack Nation.